Normal review! Did it work? Oh, well, my name's Fox. I'm Fox. I said I'd bring this wand in more, and I meant it. But I just watched one of the newer episodes of Star Wars: The Force is Evil. It was, actually, I started it yesterday, and then I finished it today, because we had to leave yesterday, but it was called something. The first episode was, okay, I remember the second episode. The first episode, I have it, like, right here. Oh, okay, I remember now. First episode, I don't remember the name, but the first episode, quick synopsis is, Marco's tired of Star telling him to drive her everywhere on the bike. So Marco says, I'll teach you how to ride a bicycle. This then leads to Marco teaching Star how to coast, I believe it's called, where like you just like let gravity kind of take the bike and you just keep your balance. And Star does this, but Marco doesn't teach her how to stop as she then goes down a hill. And then this starts a chase across the city as Marco has to then find, what's his face, that one vampire dude. I don't know if he's a vampire, but I'm going to assume he's probably a vampire with like the fangs, and he's like has that keyboard. And Marco tells him to get out of his driveway for one, and also help him go track down Star because Star doesn't have her wand to stop. And so they drive there. They are driving towards Star. Also, Star has like a Bowser backpack. As they're riding Star, Glossrick appears, and Glossrick says that he can't help because it's not a magic thing. But him and the vampire guy start making music, or whatever, and like, what the fudge? And Marco's like, oh my lord. And also, Star for some reason goes on way longer than she probably should be on a bicycle, just going, just, and I'm just like, why? Why things? Though there is a funny scene where like there's a whole bunch of stop signs, but they're all like in like weird angles and circles, and like Star has to jump through them, and I'm like, why would anyone design this? And then Marco in the car, I'm thinking like, okay, they're just doing this kind of just to have like Star have something epic to do while on the bike, but then you see Marco, what's his face? Vampire guy driving through the signs, just like, I'm just like, okay, I guess those actually were there. Why the fudge are they all placed like this? Sorry, I was just making sure the music was working, or my audio is working. Though I think my mic's a little bit messed up. I think hopefully it's not. But, yeah, so Marco basically is like, what the heck is going? He's like, what the heck? And he then they chase the thing all the way to, also this car is getting like really totaled at some points where it's like flying up and crashing on the ground or whatever. And also throughout the entire episode, what's his face? Glossrick and Star say that Muni, invisible goats pull everything. Alright, and near the end, after the car gets destroyed, Marco then has to believe in the invisible goat, and he lands on the invisible goat and then rides it to follow Star onto the highway, which the highway is completely and utterly full of cars, but then when Star and Marco are riding on it, all the cars suddenly disappear until the end, where after Marco tells Star, hey, press the stick backwards, believe in me, Star, or whatnot, and Star stops by putting the pedals backwards on the bicycle. Which honestly, now a lot of times now, for at least what I'm seeing, they now have the things on the top pulling the bicycle backwards. I think that's kind of dying. Maybe, I don't know. Someone prove me wrong. Tell me wrong. But yeah, so he stops and like, yeah, it's great. Yeah, it is awesome. And what was it? Then at the end, Glossrick and Vampire Heads apparently are gonna make a band. And also, Star now knows how to ride a bike, and Marco then tries to ride the invisible goat again, but the goat left, and he just slams his face on the ground. And that's the end of that episode. It was all right. That was just an all right episode, really. It was mostly just the same joke that Star really can't stop. Star can't stop riding this bicycle. And so they got to try to stop her. That's about the same joke. That's about the only real joke. Well, there's a couple of jokes in it, but still, it's just kind of like, why? I don't know. But the next episode was, I forgot the names again, but basically Star and Marco go to the dog park with the puppies, and as they go to the dog park, Star, I forgot how exactly she loses her wand, but her wand gets, I think she throws the wand, and a dog grabs onto it, like that basically throughout the entire episode, grabs onto it and won't let go. So Star basically has to carry this dog around trying to get the wand out, trying to find out who the dog's owner is. And the dog also knows how to go to the bathroom, but knows how to, one, eat through her teeth with her tongue, and then also go to the bathroom, like on the toilet and everything, which is funny. And basically Star gets kicked out of school because she has a dog on her head because she can't get her wand. She has to put a tab on her drink to Marco's tab because of what was it? Yeah, because she couldn't make money with her wand, so I guess that kind of, well, Marco really shouldn't need to worry about buying anything now if you think about it, since he always said, "Hey Star, can you give me a couple dollars?" Sure thing, Marco. Money narwhals. I don't know why I always go to narwhals. Maybe it's because the only one I can really remember. Narwhal dollar, but yeah, and then Star, what was it, near the end, Star actually walks in on the dog in the bathroom. It turns out the dog's trying to use the wand to apparently make her dumb, because the wand is trying. Wow, this is actually getting kind of. I probably should keep it somewhere colder because the hand, I think, is like starting to, yeah, whatever. But the dog's trying to make herself dumber because apparently the dog is super smart, and on her dimension, dogs are the dominant species. So I'm assuming she came from the dimension where Rick and Morty sent the dogs from sent Snowball and the others. That is my head canon. That is where they went. The dog, that dimension where that dog is from, and that dog came to Star's dimension. So the dog apparently wanted to relax and calm down, be calm, and like take a break. So try to make herself dumb with using the wand, but Star says, "You shouldn't run from your problems," which then Marco points out, "You run from your problems all the time." And Star goes, "No, I take breaks." So then there's this one homeless lady who wanted the dog beforehand, and Star goes, Here, Wallaby, because they named the dog Wallaby, even though I'm pretty sure she had a name. Tells Wallaby to go with the lady, and also Star gives her a necklace that apparently her aunt gave her, and put Wallaby's name on it for a collar, and Wallaby seems happy with the homeless lady as he walks away. Then Star's phone rings, or mirror rings, and Marco goes, that's your mom again, isn't it? And Star goes, "Break!" and pushes him off the camera, and then end of episode. Which, again, I do like the idea of Star versus the Forces of Evil, but some things I kind of feel like I feel like I think maybe one of my problems with it, one of my kind of problems with it is it kind of becomes somewhat predictable. I think that is like my major problem. Sorry, back. But I think one of my major problems with this is it's somewhat predictable. And sorry, but repeating myself, but I mean, I think there is a couple episodes or another show or whatever. It's like, okay, the setup is Star finds a dog that has its teeth. Also, it shows that not everyone can use the wand. Really from what that dog is seeing. So Ludo actually has some capability of using the wand, but the dog. I'm trying to think. Sorry. It's kind of a setup. Like, okay, Marco's gonna teach Star how to ride a bike. Well, I wonder what's gonna happen next. Oh, she's gonna get stuck on the bike. Okay, and it's gonna be a chase throughout the city. We kind of already know exactly what's gonna happen. Or Star versus the forces of, or not Star versus forces. Well, this is Star versus forces. Or this one, dog bites onto wand. Dog's never gonna let go of the wand until the end. We already kind of knew that. But, and I keep bringing up Steven Universe. I keep comparing because they are kind of similar, a little bit, not really a lot, but there are some. Well, there are some concepts similar. But the difference from like Steven Universe is okay, Steven has there's a whole beginning part about a time. Wait, I already bring this episode up, but there's always they have a hourglass that can manipulate time, and oh look, he tries to change the past to help his dad, and it doesn't work out. So you would predict from seeing all their cartoons or other things, okay, what's gonna happen now is they're gonna tell Marco to, or not Marco. So Steven is going to go back in time and try to stop his dad from this happening, or try to stop this from bad happening, but it's always gonna get worse and worse each outcome. But no, instead he starts a band completely out of left field. But it still works and fits, and it's like a silly kind of thing, but still it's unpredictable, but still cool. And the Barnmates one, oh hi Peridot, Peridot's trying to be with Lapis or whatever, be friends, and Lapis doesn't want anything to do with him, but Steven wants him to stay at the barn, so Steven goes to cut like the house in half, but Lapis is like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that, and flies away. It's unpredictable at those points, or even episodes where they don't like having a concept that kind of we've seen before, but then completely flipping it on its head. And it doesn't need to do that for every episode, but it does that for episodes that like we're like, okay, how is this gonna work out? And it turns out it works out like this instead of being like this. Or like for one of the newer episodes where Lapis, Steven, and Greg go on a boat, we don't know in the end, that spoilers for that episode, Jasper's gonna pop out of the freaking water. We're just like, what the fudge just happened? And there's twists and turns in like almost like not every episode, but you can see that it's kind of you can see like different you can't really predict a lot of it, or you can predict some of it if you can, well, at some points, but yeah, it's just like you don't really know what you're gonna get sometimes when you watch like an episode like one of the episodes from Steven Universe, other than the ones with freaking what's his face, the Fryman, Ronaldo, but I don't like Ronaldo, I really don't, but he's good in the one with him and Lars and Steven and Sadie, but the other and the one with the cameras like that. But yeah, it's a pretty good episode. This is an alright episode. These are alright episodes, but again, they are kind of predictable in some points. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to watch movies that I've done, click the link description below, which are all my videos, and we will see you later. Ending wall review. Tacos.